Hey everybody, David here from LearnStageLighting.com. Welcome back to the 30 Days to Becoming a Lighting Ninja. Hiya! And today, I want to talk about getting control. And if you've been here on Learn Stage Lighting before, you know that control, that consoles, are something that I talk about a lot. If you're new here, then prepare to learn. So, getting control via a lighting console is going to be one of the most important parts of your lighting, because the console is ultimately the brain of your lighting rig. If you get a console that's capable, if you get a console that can do a lot of things, that's flexible, that's easy to work with, you're going to have a great day. If you get a console that's not flexible, that's difficult to use, that doesn't have a wide feature set, then you're going to have problems. It's going to be frustrating. And so that's why the console's really important. And in this video, I just want to kind of go over a couple of consoles that I like to recommend to people and kind of give you the positives and negatives of some of them. And I've got a video that actually goes a lot deeper into this, and I'll link to that here. Now, first things first is a simple console here like the Above AVL, okay? These guys used to be pretty popular. People still buy them. About 120 bucks US for this guy. And basically, you can select fixtures here on the side. You can hear those buttons are kind of loud. Bring up the corresponding faders that match the DMX channels. And then you can record by pressing memory. And then record on your scene. And you can record scenes. Now, the downside to a console like this is you can't actually record anything onto the faders, which seems kind of silly. And the different scenes you can't fade through. You can only fade through on chases, and it's kind of an ugly workaround. So, not my favorite, not my recommendation for most people, but there are some instances where a simple console like this Obey 40 by Chave or something similar is totally okay and will do everything you want to do. So, I leave that out there. Not my recommendation usually, but you might have listened to that and say, you know what, I just need a couple scenes on some buttons. I don't need to fade through. $120. Sign me up. Alright. Moving up from there, for people especially that are running lights to music on small to medium kind of size setups, is Entek's DMXs, okay? Great little program here. Runs on a computer, PC or Mac, and you get this box in the mail when you buy it. And what it does is it allows you to have simple, easy fader control of DMX lights and be able to manipulate things around, set colors, generate chases and movements, track things to the sound that's coming from maybe your audio console, maybe an aux output, and then also switch through scenes using a basic foot switch plugged right in here to its box. Pretty handy. It also integrates with DAWs as a plugin, so you can create a completely automated lighting show with your music. And it's only $286 for the software in the box, which enables your output, alright? Stepping up from there, another one I like, Entek's got a program called D-Pro, which gives you more output and is easier to program for people who are doing bigger shows or more complex shows, but it lacks that foot switch functionality, and it lacks the VST plugin. So they're really made for different people. Both great pieces of software, different people. Check out the links, all the links below, as well as the video I mentioned that's got more on all of these. Now, what about my favorite, Elation's MPC software? This is a professional level lighting desk. You can buy this M-Touch interface is one option that you have for it. And MPC is a legit, full-on professional lighting console, okay? So when you get rolling in MPC, you can do pretty much anything you can think of with the lights and program it into the console, and it's solid, it's stable, like all of these are stable. There's none of them that are buggy or anything like that, and will give you a great show night after night. Now, the downside to some software or a hardware console like MPC is that it does have a big learning curve. MPC is one of the easier to grasp ones, I would say, looking at all the professional consoles. But if you haven't worked with a professional console before, there is a pretty big learning curve. And I've got a lot of resources, so do the folks at Elation on how to learn it. But just know that if you haven't done anything like it before, it's going to take some time to learn. But there's a lot of pros with it. You can control a whole lot of lights with it and have finite control over pretty much anything you want to do. Now, another option, just to be talking through, is a newer console called Lightshark. Lightshark's a great little console I like here. Again, another great option. And this guy's about $1,500 in the US, or $1,600, somewhere around there. But the cool thing about Lightshark is that, unlike these other PC consoles that I've showed you, it actually runs the software on the desk. And you just dial in with the PC and use a web browser to control it. It's really cool, and I definitely check that out if you haven't checked out their console before. I'll have a link below about that. They also have a $600 version that lacks the hardware interface, but still runs it, allows you to control it on a tablet, a phone, a computer, whatever, and be able to get your lighting controlled. And so this is a pretty big video, guys. I know I've talked about a lot of different consoles, a lot of different ideas here, and you might be thinking, okay, which one's right for me? Well, for sure, grab that free guide that I've been talking about and subscribe to all these videos. That free guide, the 4 things that you really need to know before you buy any lighting gear. And check out the other resources where I'm talking about different consoles as well. And then tomorrow, we're going to dive into addressing your fixtures, kind of the next step in setting up your lights, and then keep going from there. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a great day. Thank you for watching.